All right, television, $1 million listing New York. What's this all about? That guy looks like a guy from Wind in the Willows, eh?
Yeah.
Aye. But he could be mole or frog.
Yeah, that was it. He could be any of them.
He could be any of the animals from Wind in the Willows. There's a thing where he looks like all the animals from Wind in the Willows at the same time. He's an ugly man. But he's a rich man.
This is our podcast jingle. Doesn't it make you tingle? Make you feel warm inside before we release the title. Crazy stories from around the globe that we'll condense for your earlobe. Put that tied into an aqueduct, 'cause you're listening to the world is
So here it is. This is Marques de Tizona,
Yeah,
the Tempranillo from Spain.
yeah. Good one, good
And
year.
it says here on the description, we've got the message from Jorge Garcia Cuenca.
Himself.
The very same. The very same. Saying, Tempranillo is the heart and soul of Spanish wine. The noble grape variety of a proud history of winemaking that dates back over 3,000 years.
That's a good
That's
year.
a long time. Well, they made this one in 2020. Perfectly suited to the warm and dry climate, Tempranillo creates vibrant and full-bodied wines with a depth of ripe, spicy, dark berry fruit, matched by the savoury complexity and a soft, dry finish. Richly flavoured but approachable.
Ooh! That's a nice way of describing it.
That is nice. That sounds like a little comment on its CV.
Yeah.
I suppose this is its CV. The 2020 Marques de Tizona Tempranillo is the perfect match to a wide range of red meat and other powerfully flavoured dishes. Perfect introduction to the fire and passion of Spanish food, wine and culture.
Wine and
Said it's best enjoyed in its youth.
Ooh, that's where Schofield got it from, is it?
Dangerous,
That's
isn't
it.
it?
Oh, well, if you can have a young wine, you know what I mean?
He's like, I love a young wine.
You can
just
make
a
someone
barely
young
legal
wine. Disgusting bastards.
I love a wine that used to be like, I don't know, friends with my son.
Yeah. I groomed that wine.
I groomed the shit
Yeah.
out of that wine.
That was just a grape when I first met it.
It's all bollocks.
I made it
wine,
mature.
isn't it? We talked about this
We've
before.
talked about it before,
Ah,
yeah.
it's all
Absolutely.
bullshit.
It is all bullshit, man. Welcome to episode 18 of
Jesus
The World
Christ.
is Fucked,
Are
yeah.
you sure?
Yeah. This bottle is a bottle of Jägermeister, selected 56 botanicals. It's German, and what have they ever done wrong?
Nothing.
Right, that's
They
good.
got it.
We got
They
it.
got it 100% right. No, I'm joking.
No,
obviously.
that's a joke.
That's
Yeah.
a joke. No, they did. Listen, it's not fair though, because Germans have been getting it in the neck for over 100 years now for what they did.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it's time to let bygones be bygones.
It's time to move on.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'm not going to apologise to them.
No, well, I'm not an apologist.
Not
Is that the
all
word?
Germans.
Oh, some Germans.
Some of them are all right now.
I like them. I love their
I've never
porn.
actually met a German in person I didn't like.
Yeah, because it's like a PR stunt. They all have to be over.
brand ambassadors.
Yeah. Like same with Japanese. Every Japanese person you meet
they're
now
fun.
is really nice.
I thought Japanese people were nice.
That's what I'm saying. They're really nice.
Yeah.
But during the war,
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. You forget, don't you?
You do forget.
You forget, because
'Cause-
we're all on about the Germans, but you
Yeah.
forget about all the other countries that were
Yeah,
involved.
yeah,
on
Italy.
on their side. Italy, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, true. Yeah, they were all at it.
They were all at
Yeah, I think we were we? No, we're just, I don't know.
No, we weren't.
No, but at the same time, there was a chance to go in and go stabby in England.
Oh, and everyone thought, well,
Well,
maybe.
if they're over there fighting, let's go steal
Let's
the.
go stab their
Let's go
wives.
stab their wives with our. Am I right? Probably not.
No, I think that's probably right.
Oh, it's probably right. There you go. It's been a while since we did it.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
know.
things have changed in the world. Trump is now president.
That's right.
We cannot. It's
Well, he's
just,
not president yet.
No, he's not yet. Yeah,
Elect.
Yeah. The world is falling apart. You've been nominated for Billy T.
Have we not talked about that yet?
Probably have. I can't remember.
Well, I think maybe it hadn't sunk in.
It hadn't sunk in. Yeah.
And it's sunk in and then risen back up.
Yeah. Like Jesus himself.
I was going to say like bile.
Like Boyle.
Yeah.
Susan.
No, bile.
Oh,
bile.
stomach bile. Sorry.
Stomach bile.
Okay, sorry.
You know, because there I am, you know, one of the most impressive young comedians in the country.
Yeah.
Which everybody agrees with.
Yeah. Facts.
But now I've got to write a new show.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate thing about writing a new show, I don't know if our tens of listeners will know this.
15s maybe.
15.
I don't know. 20s.
I don't know if our listeners will know this, but the thing about writing a show is it takes time.
Yeah.
And
Time.
You don't have a lot of time. So here's so I'm working on it. We're
I know.
getting there.
We're getting there.
And I've got a busy day job as well.
Yeah, you got a job.
Sadly, podcasting does not pay my bills at all.
Well, listen, not yet.
We've yet to make a penny from podcasting.
Well,
eh?
we've yet to figure out how people make money from
I have
social
no
media.
idea. Is anybody even listening? That was my first
Well,
question.
this is, they are. 15s. People. We
How do
Paul.
you know?
Paul's mad for it. He's like, where's the next episode?
Paul sent, that's right. Paul sent us that shit story. No offence, Paul. I know we've not met yet, but you know.
Paul is great.
What a brutal introduction.
Paul is great. Paul
yeah,
is great.
I believe you. I believe you.
Not
He
as
sounded fun.
Yeah, he is fun. Yeah. He's you know, he got in a fight with a couple of cops or something. That's mad. Not everyone does that.
No.
It's hard to do that. It's hard to get in a fight with cops.
Tell you about the time that I nearly got arrested.
No.
Well,
Go.
One time I nearly got arrested.
For what?
Well, for nothing. I was innocent.
Of course, yeah.
But they thought that I matched the description of someone that they were looking for. So I got off a bus in Inverness,
Yeah.
where I'm from, and these two plainclothes policemen grabbed me, pulled me into a bus stop.
And then what happened? I seen this music video. George Michael.
Because I wasn't sure what was going to happen next.
My zipper was down already.
Zipper was down. You know, it was. If it hadn't been raining, I'd have been on the ground on my knees. Do you know what I mean?
No, don't do it.
Please, no.
Please, no.
It turned out I matched the description of a dangerous drug dealer that was on the bus at the same time.
I can see that.
Do you know what the description was?
Beard.
No. Well, I didn't have a beard at the time.
Ah.
I was young. I was only like 19.
Oh, yeah.
The description was a grey hoodie with a black rucksack.
Jesus, get some
That
CCTV.
was the description.
That's too fucking
It
mental.
wasn't my fault I looked so drab that day. I mean, sorry I hadn't made an effort.
But I was jumped on once. I was walking through a housing
By
estate.
the police.
No, by a gang.
Oh.
I jumped on the back of me. And I was, what the fuck are you doing? And he went, oh, you look like this other fella. And then just walked away.
Fair enough.
But it's like, that's happened. And then I got pulled over once by a cop who said similar. I matched the description and they drove the same car, the same type of car as me. And I'm saying, are you sure it's not me? This is too mental. And he goes, no, it's just a weird coincidence that
That's
someone...
a funny thing to say. I wish I'd said that.
No, but
Because I showed them my ID and they were like, sorry. And I went,
Yeah.
I should have been like,
yeah, but you were 19.
are you sure?
You know what I mean?
I wasn't funny yet.
Yeah. It didn't fall into place.
No.
But it's like, even like, I went to Gold Coast with Holly, and my mate from where I'm from lives there with his kids, and he gave me his card to get you into the parks for free.
What do you mean?
You know, so instead of paying
need
into
a
the
card?
no,
Oh,
not
like a
like
theme park.
a theme park,
I
not a
thought you
fucking
meant like-
not like a fucking
like a police-
domain or something like that.
I
$5.
thought you were talking about like a little reserve or something.
Nah. To get into the theme parks, like the Warner Brothers and stuff. And he looks like me, and Holly looks like his daughter. It's like a lot of us do look the same, so it does make sense when I have that. And I've even had someone come up to me. I did a whole show about it, mistaken identity. Someone came up to me.
You did?
Yeah, someone came up to me. No, I was doing audience warm up for that horrible fucking gig. Horrible gig. It was like Crufts, like New Zealand Crufts. I think I told you that.
My dream come true.
No, it was
I mean,
horrible.
no, I get that the gig would be horrible.
Yeah.
I just think the idea of being at this thing is just so funny
Right.
to me.
Here's the thing. I did it once, and then I never wanted to do it again, and I kept getting other people to replace me. I pulled out last minute.
Who did you get to replace you?
Jack, the other guy who does it, can't remember, and Sam, I think it is. And because when I did it the first time, it was like a favour to a guy who's a producer, and I thought this might get me.
Here, I bet if you were doing that and you made a joke about bitches, they'd be raging.
Listen, well, you hear the joke I made. So audience warm up is fine if you go out there and you go ba 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 ba, and it's like a gig, but it was like a big sort of oval thing, and there was audience there.
Sort of 180 degrees.
So you're running around, and who's got dogs? Yeah, ba ba ba. And what's your dog? And it was at that bit where the fella goes, "Why didn't you say hello to me?" And I went, "What?" And he goes, "In Ellerslie this morning, in the cafe getting the sausage roll." I said, "I wasn't in Ellerslie this morning getting a sausage roll." He said, "You were." I said, "I wasn't."
Wow.
And I said, "I don't even know who you are, to be honest." But so I have a doppelganger walking around. I've other people
You
sent me.
must also do comedy, otherwise that wouldn't make sense.
I don't know. They probably just seen a random fella who looks like me, and just tried to say hello, and he blanked them.
Sometimes your behaviour is a bit off.
Yeah, well,
I wonder.
listen. It is the way it is.
I wonder
right?
if it's sometimes a different person.
Maybe I am. Maybe it is Split. What's that movie?
Split.
Yeah, Split.
James McAvoy.
Yeah.
Was that
Sometimes I
called
feel
Split?
like that. Sometimes I do feel like that. But yeah, and anyway, that happened. Then someone else, I'll dig out the photograph and show you. Someone sent me a picture of me walking through Dublin, and it's not me,
Oh, that's good.
right? And he goes, "This, I swear this is you." I said, "It's not me." But it looked like me, dressed like me. And another one, I'll show you and I'll put it in the podcast. There's an Australian actor from a TV show called Travellers. So a woman came up to me after a gig at a Classic. I had short hair.
She's like, I love
And
you on Travellers.
she goes, "I've seen you on Travellers." And because she said that, I thought she was calling me a traveller, like a itinerant.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
"What are you talking about?" Not that it's an insult, but I was like, I thought she was just going down.
Well, I know, but then obviously all your haircuts go up because you're like,
Oh, no,
if
this was at the
woman tries
bar.
to be terribly offensive.
This is at the bar, and Travellers, and she showed me a picture, and he's a spitting image of me, and I shared it. God, what's that show called? And my mother thought it was me. I'll see if I can find
She's
it.
like, I thought you were in Travellers.
Yeah, why?
Didn't think. I thought you just not told me.
Travellers TV show. So,
God, nobody. Do you know what? I find that weird because I think, I think you've got quite a distinctive look.
well, now I do, but I had short hair then.
Oh right, so you would.
I think his name is David something.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's Patrick Gilmore. Yeah. Right. So if I can find images of this fella where he looks like me.
Yeah.
God, he even looks a bit like me there.
What's wrong?
I want to find the one. Hang on. Patrick Gilmore.
God, I'm excited.
But so anyway, I'm doing the gig. Jesus, where's that fucking... There, that's the picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, even in his headshot there, I can see a
A
similarity.
little bit, yeah. But yeah, someone's...
You've got Irish eyes.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean by that?
yeah. I know what you mean. It's not an insult.
No, I didn't mean it as an insult.
I know, I didn't take it as an insult.
But some people have just got Irish eyes.
Yeah, no, I definitely
Scottish
do.
eyebrows is a thing
Scottish
too.
eyebrows, yeah.
thing.
Sean Connery and Marty Pellow, whopper eyebrows,
Well,
good eyebrows.
Listen, first thing you think about when I say Sean Connery.
Eyebrows.
It could be about James Bond. It could be about him slapping his wife. But no,
It could be about him slapping many wives,
many
but
wives and women.
it's eyebrows and a speech impediment.
Yeah, it's fucked up voice.
Yeah, it's fucked up voice. And so I'm doing the gig, right? I'm doing the
Sorry.
gig, and it's and that was a blah blah blah, and then and it was fine. I'm getting laughs, but there's kids there, right? There's kids, and
Well, it's crafts, isn't it?
yeah, well, it's not Crufts, but it's a game. It's a show with something and Ben and Bell, Vincent Vaughn. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
The two guys that work
Flower pot
in
men.
the two guys that work in TV in New Zealand, the two hosts.
The two.
Vincent,
There
no,
are
it's-
only two.
Jesus Christ! Anyway, it's a
Ben
duo.
and- Oh wait, no, I know you're talking about.
It's the
I can't remember their names
the
either.
version here of Anton Deck, Billy Bob Thornton, and
Yeah,
so
but
and see, I don't know, but they were great. They were lovely, right? They were lovely.
right.
And I'm running around. What dog have you got? So the first one was
Joe and Ben.
no. I goes to a kid. So who are you here with? So that's my mother and my sister. And I go, oh, you're the mother? Yeah. Which of the two girls is your favourite? Right. Which I thought was
Funny.
Yep.
Funny comment.
No one liked it.
No.
And then
They were
what
like- they
dog
were
have you
like,
got?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, some people laughed over there, but they
didn't
weren't
crack
into
out
it.
all of the like cancelable
Yeah.
material. Imagine you got out there and you're like, well, let me talk about I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what I said.
Right. Go
What
for it.
dog have you got? And she said, a German pointer. And I said, that's controversial, isn't it? That's a Nazi salute, right? That's the
funny.
first thing that came to my
That's funny.
head. Yeah. No laughter.
Nothing.
Not from them. And then, yeah. And it was just, and every time there's a problem, like when I did warm up for other shows and the TVs, something breaks, get out there and make noise and entertain them, right? But you're dealing with dogs that are shitting themselves and terrified. So it was constant where there was problems. And they're throwing me out to try and what dog have you got? Brazilian, there's no hair on that. Right, and then that was it. I never.
Sounds absolutely.
It was torture, absolute
diabolical.
torture. But
But you didn't try a bitch joke.
I don't.
It's got to have been done many times, surely. What a set of bitches.
Yeah.
This is our podcast jingle.
No, we were there. What did we
What
do?
was going on? There was a weird context there.
We thought it was fun. Did you listen to it?
Aye, it was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I have to say, I enjoyed it when I
Yeah.
listened back. You know, the dolphin wetsuits.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It was all funny. I don't really have any problem with it.
I don't have any problem with it either. It's just that we didn't do any. It feels like ages since we did a quiz.
Yeah, we'll jump in now
And
because
our listener must be missing it.
that Paul, don't worry.
Paul, don't worry about it, Paul. We're doing a quiz.
The quiz is back just for you, Paul.
It's all about you, Paul. Literally, I think it's
Literally.
all about you, Paul.
I think there's a few others, but Paul,
Well,
this
listen,
Paul's the
they
main one.
haven't written to us.
No, Paul is the only one that goes out of his way. He's like,
He
where's the
went out of
fucking
his
next
way.
episode? Where's
Yeah.
the next episode?
But then weirdly, so there's the new awards. I don't want to slag anyone, but there's new awards, new comedy,
comedy,
awards.
yeah.
And we're both nominated for best podcaster. I can see that that's taking you by surprise.
Well, I've nominated us.
Did you nominate us?
Yeah, but do you not need 2 nominations?
Well, I didn't nominate us.
You're on this fucking
No
podcast.
offense.
You didn't even nominate your own podcast. What did you pick?
I didn't. I think I just left it blank.
It's too difficult to try and
Maybe
type
I
out.
did nominate us. That's embarrassing.
Listen, everyone does it.
I know.
So
I
it
know,
doesn't
listen,
matter.
I made a post about
Yeah.
it and taking the piss, but not for this new Auckland Awards.
Yeah.
For the other one, what's the other one?
The hello.
What the fuck is that called? That organisation that can't do anything. Comedy. The Comedy Guild.
Yeah,
The Guilty.
I didn't say that.
Well, they can. Listen, none of them are listening. If any of you are listening, Comedy Guild,
Yeah.
what you need to do is find funding. They're
Yeah.
trying to create a HR department for comedy, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it doesn't work.
No.
Because I could go out. Right, I'm not going to do this.
No.
I could go out on the scene tomorrow and call a female comedian a slut and a bitch. Could do. I probably have done it many times.
I've seen it.
You know, but I could do it seriously, and then they could make a complaint, and then what was that?
The dog.
Oh, the dog. I forgot the dog was here. And they could go make a complaint and be like, David's a big misogynist and he called me a slut and a bitch. And then what are they going to do? They're going to phone me and be like, we've had this complaint, David.
Yeah.
You called such and such a slut and a bitch. And I'm going to go, yeah.
And they go, oh, fair enough.
Well, you know, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
They can't dock my pay.
They try and organise a meeting.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. They try and he's going to get up here. I'll let him up.
Well, did I tell you about the time I got a phone call from one of the people on the board saying,
Come
can
up.
you join the AGM because we don't have a quorum?
Really?
Yeah.
Come on
And I
up.
was like, I'm
What's
actually
your word?
busy, but go on then.
Yeah.
I was like, you little shit. What bony knees you've got.
No. There you
They were
go.
like, can you join the AGM because we don't have a quorum? And I was like, well, I'll join, but I'm not engaging with it because I'm busy. But then I'm listening to all talk, and of course I can't help myself, so I'm cracking off on the phone being like, what you need to do is get funding.
Yeah.
This is our podcast jingle.
Here we are on a
my
an
God.
evening in Auckland. It's night time now because
actually a Wednesday as
it's a
well.
Wednesday because we ran out of time. Oh no, I got stuck in fucking New Plymouth trying to get out of New Plymouth.
And I couldn't be arsed.
You couldn't be arsed, so I was like, you know what? Let's just do it at a night time, and then
Yeah.
we can drink.
I know, but I am working tomorrow, so I do have to be slightly...
I'm just doing a quiz out in Clevedon, and
Yeah,
they're
night
overbooked, and it's going to be great crack.
I did say to my work today I might work from home tomorrow.
Yeah, work from home. I'm not saying we get fucked up.
No, listen.
Listen,
That's not what it's about.
That's only a whiskey.
That's just a way. I mean, this is just the first glass
Yeah.
of that bottle.
Yeah, and there's also shots to be had because it was a 2-for-1 special in the
I'm
liquor
having
store.
shots. What the fuck? What is this? Ibiza.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I went in to buy whiskey, and she goes, oh, there's a 2 for 1, or not 2 for 1, but if you buy 2 bottles, it's only $80 something. But I said, but you've only 1 bottle there, and she goes, but we have all these other
You
bottles.
can mix and match the bottles.
Yeah.
I heard her.
And I went, well,
then
I'll
she gave you a bag for your things, and
yeah,
you give me a bag.
and you have to carry it.
I had to carry mine like
Yeah.
a tramp.
Ah,
Get
she's-
off my leg.
Ramsey, lie on me instead. Come here.
I mean, I don't mind, but it's
I
just
know.
quite warm.
Yeah, he's roasting. Good boy. He's going to move to a place with a garden soon.
Wow, he's going to be so happy.
Yeah. So selling the
Cat
gaff.
loves his garden.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go for because he can't bury his bone, and it's sad watching him try and dig.
Try and dig the balcony.
Yeah, to bury the bone because it's instinctive. It's in him, and he doesn't know what to do. So. Yeah, I sold this place. So part of the negotiations was to get to keep the fridge, and I'm going to take all the shelves out. I'm going to take the shelves with me. So,
Oh, don't.
no, but I'm calming down now. It was just the back and forth was too
You're
much.
like, what ways can I make this
Yeah.
more difficult?
Yeah.
What are my little methods of, like,
Frustrating people.
yeah, sort of mischievous resistance kind of.
But I will want to get my post. So I think I should relax. But we'll see what happens.
Because if that was me, I would literally just burn your letters.
Yeah,
Sorry,
same.
none of your letters.
And listen, I've done that. How else are you going to start the fire?
We've all done.
We've all done that.
We've all burned letters.
NZ Post do it. Sometimes I walk out and I just see a load of
post
post
hide.
dumped in a fucking bush.
You're supposed to hide all your evidence.
Yeah.
God, burn it.
Burn everything.
Burn everything. So what? This is episode 18.
This is episode 18.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy your podcasts, you can find us on iHeartRadio,
Yeah.
Spotify,
Yeah.
YouTube,
YouTube.
and everywhere else where there might be a pod.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywhere else you can have things
you
coming
can
in your
think of,
ears.
really.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Anywhere,
Listen,
really.
We'll go anywhere.
We will go anywhere.
We will go. We went to Great Barrier Island.
Yeah. Yeah. We did. That's a fact.
That's true facts.
Where's the other place we went to? Oh, Takaka.
That was crazy. By the way, that brooch I bought in Takaka, missing.
That brooch is haunted.
That brooch, I think it grew a body and walked away.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the brooch, you can see it on my Instagram. That the brooch was a little woman's face, and do you know what? I liked it because it was creepy.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
So bought this brooch in Takaka because I buy a brooch now.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, that's a new rule I've made up.
You got to do it. Everyone
Go
has
to a
to.
charity shop, buy a dead old woman's brooch.
And they have to have died wearing it.
Yes, you have to. So you've got to smell them.
You got to smell the death.
You can smell the death. But this one, missing. Must
Yeah.
have left it in one of the various places we stayed. Don't know.
No, he didn't even
Must
dare.
have done.
Where
Takaka, or where else did we go?
Mapua.
Mapua, Blenheim. God knows where it is.
Oh, you went to the party in Blenheim.
I did. That's right.
That's where it is. Your mate has it. Your mate has it.
I'll check that actually. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
that has to be it. Should we do a quiz
Let's do a quiz.
for the first time?
Do you know what? Let's fucking do it.
Let's do a quiz.
I've been thinking about quizzing.
Quizzing.
Quizzing, is that not what we call it?
No, it's just
Quizzling.
rhymed. Quizzling. We're gonna do a quiz because that's what this is.
That's what
It's
it's supposed
it's the
to be.
world is fucked. It's weird shit that happens in the world. And here is a question for you, straight off the bat. Not straight
God,
off the
I'm
bat.
excited.
We talked for half an hour. What explosion happened in Australia recently? A massive explosion of cattle semen.
Okay.
B, a gentle explosion of koala semen.
koala
or C,
semen?
A multicultural explosion of backpacker semen. A, B, or C? Question number something.
God's sake.
We're back.
A massive explosion of cattle semen.
Yeah,
Come
think
back
of
to
it.
that one.
We'll come back to that one.
A gentle explosion of koala semen. There's
Well-
two things here, right? I'm going to say.
Right.
First of all, you can't have a gentle explosion.
You can.
You can't.
It's when your willy gets sick. C.
No, secondly, what I was going to say was, I don't think there's enough koala semen to have an explosion.
Well, it's not like
What's the
panda
downside of
bears.
that fire?
It's not. Well, that's yeah.
I
Maybe-
mean, that's fact, isn't it? But
Listen, if they had been able to have bigger explosions of semen, they would have put out the fire themselves.
well, that's
Do you know what I mean? So
Well,
a
the
gentle.
semen does put out fires.
Well, it has to. It's viscous. Do you know what I mean? It's like what's that spray with the different types of fire extinguishers
Fire-
and just the
oh,
one that
foam.
just smothers them. Yeah.
Foam.
Koala semen is like foam. So I heard.
So you've heard it. Okay.
I read in the toilet wall.
Multicultural explosion of backpackers' semen.
Yeah.
What, in like a hostel?
Yeah, one hostel. One
Or
room
one
on Bondi
bed.
Beach. Yeah.
Do you know, I saw a video the other day of a bunch of backpackers all like jamming. They're
Jamming.
sitting in a hostel, I think it was in Vietnam or something. And they're all sitting there playing music and singing together, and they're like, yeah, just like talking to each other.
Do you know?
I'm like,
Do you ever see the? Do you
it
ever?
makes me want to throw up.
But do you ever see
you know what I mean?
Animal House?
No.
Animal House is set in the 70s, and there's someone on the stairs playing a guitar, and John Belushi just walks by, takes the guitar and smashes it against the wall. One of the best scenes in movies of all time. Every time, like, I was doing an acting gig once, and we had a lot of waiting around to do, and we're sitting there, and there was a guy that looked like he was doing handstands for a start, and I went, he's annoying me. I was talking to someone.
That
He's
would annoy
wrecking me.
me too.
Stop doing handstands.
I'm annoyed now.
Yeah, yeah. And then I said, if he goes off and gets a guitar, I'm gonna fucking snap.
Yeah.
And he went off and got a fucking guitar. I didn't snap now because I wanted to keep my job, but he started playing songs as if
Was
everyone
he singing as well?
Yeah, as if everyone wanted to.
Oh, what a cunt.
Like just going around like, get off the fucking piss off,
people
will you,
to-
Ed Sheeran?
Just leave people to their misery.
Leave people
Do you know
alone.
what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not in the mood to listen to that
Nah.
shit.
Nah. I'm pretty sure it was a massive explosion of cattle semen, though.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Well, because cattle semen's really the only thing that you get in large quantities in one place.
Yeah, and here it is: fire sparks mass explosion of semen at cattle breeding
Look at the semen
centre.
all lying in the puddles there.
All the semen. That's not puddles.
Those
That
aren't
is
puddles,
semen. That's
semen.
actual.
See
See,
that cloud over there?
yeah, that's the semen
That's
cloud.
the semen.
Yeah,
That's the semen cloud.
That's just, that's
That's
when it
that's
takes
the
off.
semen evaporating.
That's when it evaporates. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No
Those are
one.
the souls going to limbo.
Yeah. Oh, we could have been a baby cow. You know, that sort of shit.
What a shame.
Yeah. What a
What a
shame.
waste of semen.
What a waste of semen. That could have been a new cow. Next question. Complete the headline. What night cancelled after parents complain it is a racist?
Oh, and I just complete this headline.
Oh, sorry.
As it
A.
stands.
Anti-discrimination night.
Okay.
B. Shag a ginger.
Oh, okay.
C. Finger a Filipino.
Finger a Filipino night.
Yeah.
Cancelled after parents. claim
Absolutely.
It is racist.
It is racist, and it
Well,
should.
Is it?
You're not allowed to just go fingering random
But
nationalities.
you have to assume that the Filipino that was involved in Finger a Filipino night was into it.
Well, consent is
What's strange is that the parents have cause to talk about it, because that would imply that it's an event for children.
interesting.
So-
Well, listen, not getting into it.
That's the thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
not, that's what I'm thinking about. So it seems unlikely that a school or a youth club or whatever it is would
Yeah.
put on a Finger a Filipino event.
Yeah, or a finger anyone event.
Finger one event. Yeah.
But a shag a ginger for the kids.
Shag a ginger, probably the same logic I'm going to apply in that instance.
yeah.
So I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to say that the parents felt, for whatever reason now, I'm sure you're maybe going to show a slide that might show it, for whatever reason, that the anti-discrimination night was racist.
How was it racist though?
Why did the parents think that? That's the
Why?
question.
Are they like
Is it
trying to
because
go
the
against the
poster-
grain?
Did the poster have black people on it, or people of different races, and the parents were like,
You can't
"That's
do that.
racist, You
Yeah.
can't do that." I don't know. You can't put. It's racist to put people of different races on a poster.
Yeah,
I don't
without
know.
their consent, unless it's AI.
Well,
Then,
it could be actually that this time maybe the parents are right.
Yeah.
Maybe the anti-discrimination night was racist.
yeah, everyone.
You know,
yeah,
Maybe they're like, stop discriminating against whites.
maybe. Oh well, let's find out what it is. Shag a ginger night
Oh.
cancel after parents complain it's racist.
Oh.
It was at a student night. It was a student night.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
students.
students have
And
parents
then
too,
there's
you know.
DJ Ginger Nuts.
Yeah,
involved.
on the decks.
Oh, poor DJ Ginger
The-
Nuts. That was his only hope.
That was it, and now it's can't. He'll never get a gig
He'll
again,
never have sex again.
or she.
Do you know what? You're right.
I know I'm dead because anti-discrimination. You know what I mean?
Thank God you're here.
I'm the wokest cunt,
I'm
you know.
surprised by that. I didn't think they would cancel a Shag Ginger night.
As a ginger-ish person, they need all the help they can get.
Especially the ones in this boat.
Well, the ones in that are fucking rotten.
He's got good teeth, though.
Yeah,
they
we-
all
yeah.
do, actually. We can see their teeth.
Yeah,
They've all
because
got
do you know what
great
happens
teeth.
when you're ugly? What my mother did, she made sure I got my teeth fixed as a kid. She was like, "Listen, if
to
this
help.
if this is all we have
This
for
is the
you,
bar."
this is it, stop fucking stand up straighten your back, and we'll get those legs fixed as well. We'll fix you. That's it."
You have leg braces to do.
No. It's just I walked weird, and it was weird. I made noises and stuff. Do you know what? Do you know what?
Makes sense.
We talking to my sister. We're talking about all the ADHD stuff and how because we had Tourette's as kids and we weren't allowed to have Tourette's, so I had to push my tics and shit down to my toes. And my brother and sister still sort of do stuff, but and I hide mine, right? And I only remembered all of this with the show I did last year, Mad Innit? And then I completely forgot about it because my parents don't believe in ADHD. They don't believe in gluten intolerant either. She goes, "You were reared on bread. You always had bread." And with ADHD, you hit all of your goals, but all your milestones. But I was at a bus stop with my mother and my granny as I must have been 7 or 8 years old, and there was like a cinema behind us, and there was railings, and for some reason, I went, "I'm putting my head in there."
Of course.
And I went over and I put my head between the railings and they got stuck. And then everyone tried to help. My mother and granny were horrified by what's going on. And then someone went to the local shop and got butter. And they put butter all over my head and squeezed my head out. So I was free again. And then I got in trouble because they missed the bus.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a fucking... Yeah. And I'm like... I'm talking to my sister and I said... Here's a story I just remembered. How come they didn't at the time
Go.
go,
Why did you put your head in the railing?
yo, they would have said that, but I'm like, just a weird kid. But they should have looked at that at the time and go, something wrong with him.
Yeah, but no, but they were busy.
No, they weren't. They were busy trying to get me head out. But they're also like, you're not allowed to be mental. They're trying to cover it up. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, he's
right.
fine. He just, I
'Cause
don't.
This was pre-mental
This is
health.
pretty. Yeah, he must have slipped and got his head in the fucking.
Aye.
Yeah.
There was no mental health at this time.
No, it was just. Don't be fucking
just-
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. You know.
Yeah.
People killed themselves.
Yeah.
As a result.
And now we're
now-
still
and now
alive
look at
because
us,
we're like,
we're
that's
all
all right.
okay.
It's grand. It's all
we
right
can-
being a little bit weird. I can
go to
bark at someone.
somebody. You can bark at somebody. You can go to somebody and you can be like, "I'm feeling a bit anxious today," and they go,
Yeah.
they sort of go, "Yeah." They go, "Oh."
Yeah. Instead of
don't
like,
go-
where's
they
your
don't
cup of
go-
concrete, you cunt?
Yeah.
Or whatever
they
it was
don't go,
before.
Man up, you little bitch.
Man up, yeah. So now,
Very-
if you're not in the mood, if you're not able or mentally, then you're
No,
not going
I
to.
don't want to.
Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing wrong with that.
nah. And do you know what?
don't wanna do anything.
More and more, I'm like that.
Same.
I'm-
Every day there's something new I don't want to do.
He's like, bring me for a walk. No, walk yourself, you prick. Gonna get I'd buy a treadmill before walking him.
I agree.
No, I walk him a little bit, but only a little bit.
Well, yeah, because he didn't choose to live with you.
Yeah,
You chose to have him. So.
I saved his life. He's a rescue. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was in the bin before I got him.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Oh, there's another poster.
Oh.
Cheeky Wednesdays. Jesus Christ. Where are you getting these pictures of gingers?
I know. These can't be real people.
Gingers free before 12.
Ginger's That's quite funny.
That is funny. Cheeky Wednesdays. Ireland's most
Get your
country.
hair dyed ginger by our hairdressing team.
Oh my God. Pulse. Where is Pulse?
I think that's brilliant. I don't
I'd
think
go
there's
to that.
anything wrong with that at all.
Yeah,
It's
fucking
just
woke.
it's a bit of silly fun.
Yeah, it's silly. It's a bit silly fun. I like it. A plane at Heathrow Airport gained international attention for why? A. It was a man who identified as a plane.
Oh, here we go.
It looked like a whale.
Oh,
It looked like a willy. A, B, or C?
well.
Well.
A man who identifies as a plane is just...
Yeah,
right now.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry
Do you know
to
what I
be
mean?
so close-minded.
You know what I mean?
I was
Yeah.
out to mock it.
Yeah, no.
You know,
And
that's
you
just like, oh, you can identify as anything these days. I'll identify as an attack helicopter.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's such like, it's yeah.
What about the
one of
school
them,
somewhere
like-
where the kids were identifying as cats and they demanded that they had litter trays in the toilets?
Did they?
Yeah, I think it was in Mellow. I think it was here.
Why isn't that in the quiz?
It probably
should be
is
in the
at some
quiz
stage.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It looked like a whale. Sounds.
And I think the principal got cat food and goes, oh, eat it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. If you're a cat, eat that before you
That
piss in the
fucking
fucking...
disgusting food.
Yeah.
Eat Jimbos.
Yeah, eat chimpos.
Looked like a whale.
Yeah.
Probably not, because
Whales are
They
heavy.
don't look like planes.
No. Well, they don't have wings.
No.
And planes can't have a blowhole. Because you'll
No.
all get sucked
They'll
out.
be killed.
Yeah.
I think on the radar, it looked like a penis.
You reckon on a radar?
Well, I don't know how radar works.
It's like
But I
a...
know that it can pick up a penis.
Well, let's have a look. Airbus Beluga lands at London's
It does
Heathrow
look like a
Airport.
whale.
It looks like
It
a
looks
whale.
like a whale because it's painted like a whale.
No, but it's the shape of it.
No, it's got a painted mouth and eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. So...
Well, it doesn't just magically look. It doesn't just look like a whale. It's painted to look like a whale.
Yeah, but it's shaped like a whale as well.
Yeah, and that's why they've painted it that way.
Yeah, so that's the answer.
Oh, for God's sake! I find that really frustrating.
You're having a bad day.
I'm having a shit day.
I'm having a shot.
This is the absolute.
This is not what you needed.
This is the straw that broke the camel's back.
You born down a fucking building on the fucking plane.
It was painted like a fucking whale.
I wasn't a real whale.
Of course, I look like a whale. They wanted you. They want you to think that.
I want you to think. And Pinocchio was in there. Don't fucking start me.
Oh, I can just imagine all the boring people coming out onto the little bridge to get on that plane and looking out the window and going, "It doesn't look like a whale, Margaret."
And Margaret goes, "Shut the fuck up, John.
I hope so.
Get a grip yourself, right?
Get on the fucking
Get on the
plane."
fucking plane. I'm sick of you. And you're on the aisle."
Yeah, the moment we land, we're getting a divorce.
Yeah, even though we're 80 years old.
Listen,
It's time to move on.
love it.
No, it's time to move on.
I love a post-diamond anniversary divorce.
It's like, I'll leave you with half.
How many of them do you think there are?
Oh,
Like
I think there's...
post-diamond anniversary.
Google
divorce.
it. Do you know, I had an idea for a musical. And I think a different one. And I think we should probably make it and maybe just go all out and just go use AI. But here's the story. It's a girl who's been downtrodden her whole life. She gets a job. She's somewhere and she finally stands up for herself. She finally stands up for herself. And it's called Karen the Musical.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So
you want to jump on the Karen train?
Yeah. Choo choo. Can I speak to the driver?
I just want to say, what's the longest marriage that ended in divorce? I'm asking ChatGPT.
Yeah, because that's the quickest way of doing it.
Oh yeah. Longest marriage that ended in divorce. That's why searching the web. Ended in divorce lasted 77 years.
Jesus
In
Christ.
2009, a 99-year-old Italian man identified as Antonio C. divorced his 96-year-old wife, Rosa C., after discovering letters revealing an affair she had in the 1940s.
Jesus
This discovery led to the dissolution of their marriage, which had begun in the early 1930s.
It's too late.
I'm going to see what happened to them after that.
Yeah.
What happened to them after that? See what happens. I need to know what happened next. Oh, it says there is limited publicly available information about the subsequent lives of Antonio and Rosa C.
Yeah.
Given their advanced ages at the time, 99 and 96 respectively, it is plausible that they have since passed away.
Yeah. Together.
Well, no.
Oh.
Gosh, what a time, eh? Imagine like 50 years afterwards finding out that there had been an affair that one time and being like, it's over.
Yeah.
Lassie.
Yeah.
The last 50 years have been a lie.
Yeah.
That sounds like silliness.
That is just... Oh,
Get
there we
over it. Get over it, Antonio.
This is our podcast jingle. Doesn't it make you tingle? Make you feel warm inside? Before we release a ton of crazy stories from around the globe that we'll condense for your ears.